Forge Master.
Priestess.
What do you have to say for yourself, child?
If only we had more time.
You knew time was not on your side, yet you squandered it.
We did everything we could.
No, you did not. The vast majority of your G.E.N.I.S.I.S Divers didn't even acknowledge the order the Church handed down to you, and the few who did contributed nothing. What little progress was made was provided by members of the other factions. Do you have any idea how much the faith was depending on this success? How much weight was resting on our people's shoulders? We have lost any sense of security that we once had.
I know, and I'm sorry for our stumble, but
Stumble? That was a stumble. No, Jerry going rogue and needing to be executed and rebuilt was a stumble. This, Forge Master, was a catastrophe.
I'll continue to fight to protect our people.
No, you will not. Your actions have proven that these newly reformed G.E.N.I.S.I.S Divers can no longer guarantee our safety. The Council of all 6 of the Holy Churches voted unanimously to have your head cut off and paraded through the streets. The fact that we allowed you to step foot in New Atalrahn alive, of all places, is a blessing in itself.
So what now?
We evacuate. Get as many of our people off this planet as possible, and pray that the EMTC is still willing to harbor our people safely away from Super Earth.
You're going to abandon Genesis Prime?
There is nothing left for us to do.
If it is the will of the Church.
It is the will of the Church, and it will be fulfilled by our actions, not yours.
Not ours.
No. Find your G.E.N.I.S.I.S Divers, and tell them to either become civilians of Genesis Prime again, or to fold into some other faction. By the will of the Church and the vote of the people, you are disbanded.
And what will become of the Genesis Divers who are still encased in ice in the Malevolon Bedrock Cryo facility?
They will be left there. We no longer have need for any of them. You, however, will be stripped of your title, your armor, and your mark of faith. Records of your bloodline will be struck out and burned, and your access to resources will be terminated immediately. You have failed our people and our goddess.
If that is the will of the Church, then so be it. Very well.
Although, the churches may have perhaps been too eager to cast you aside. They may see only this failure, but I have seen your will. You strive to do what no one else can, even though you surely die to accomplish it. It is clear now that you were never meant to lead, but even heretics have their uses, especially to us.
I do not. I have already failed our goddess.
But you are yet to die, and so there is still much more that you can do. Not as a Forge Master, certainly, but as an Aternohs. You may still have some insignificant purpose left. Don the Black, and you will be set loose against the heretics once more, and with my blessing. You will do well as a dead servant.
In such a form, I would be allowed to protect our people?
You will still die a heretic, but through that sacrifice, perhaps the goddess may forgive you for your catastrophic failure.
What would you have an Aternohs do?